The content of this channel and video is for entertainment purpose only, and it's not for financial or investment advice. Welcome back to GMGA. After 2 months, the ranking of the world's largest number of NFT game players also has a lot of change. In addition to the original often on the list of well-known games, this time there are 2 new faces crawled into the world's top 10 rankings. Now, let's take a look together. Number 10. Pagaxi. It is a horse racing game, but the horses inside are not ordinary horses. They are mechanical Pegasus with the coolest wings. It is the most popular NFT game recently due to a convenient scholarship system. Players flock to this game in large numbers to earn money happily. Besides competition, players can also make profits through the breeding and racing system and Pagaxi's trading market, which is a relatively high potential game in terms of the coin exchange rate. At present, it had 95,000 players. 2 months ago, it was just about to break 30,000, and now the number of players has directly doubled. So it has quickly surged into the rankings, and it's really a black horse that cannot be underestimated. Number 9. Axie Infinity. Oh my god, I didn't think we would be introducing the previous Triple Chrome winner Axie Infinity so soon. As we all know, Axie Infinity is the most popular mode in the past few years. Many people know about NFT games and enter this field because they heard the name and news of Axie Infinity. Even though some new changes were added earlier to bring the falling popularity back up a little, it seemed to have lost its top 3 advantages. The current number of players is 117,000 players. Compared to 295,000 players 2 months ago, it almost lost double the number of players. And it also fell from the 3rd place to the 9th place. With the Pagaxi just mentioned showing the exact opposite situation, it's really saddening. Number 8. Defy Kingdom. It is a diversified RPG NFT pixel game, which is currently based on harvesting type activities as a source of income. Players can grow crops on their land, and the harvest crops are valuable NFT objects, as well as fish obtained from fish replenishment. Also, the system automatically uses bonuses to help players buy shares in game company on a regular basis. From the game's built-in DEX bank, players can also earn money through the free trading market, with each transaction automatically deposited by the system as a percentage of the proceeds into the bank to reward holders of XJU. The number of players has grown to 126,000, directly surpassing Axie Infinity to jump to the 8th place. Number 7. Farmer's World. Farmer's World is a ranch story style NFT game. The player's tools for making money is a variety of different farming tools. Different resources need to use different tools to mining. Each tool has its own quality and durability. In addition to mining valuable resources and NFT objects, players can also store these resources as a backup resource to provide characters to resist the mysterious monsters that they may invade and destroy, or the intrusion and robbery of other players. The current number of players in Farmer's World is 182,000. Although the ranking has dropped to 8th place, the number of players has increased nearly 3 times compared to the last 65,000. Number 6. Crazy Defense Heroes. Crazy Defense Heroes is a rare NFT game with an official Chinese translation, and is one of the new faces in this ranking. The game production team is the development team of another popular real estate game, The Sandbox. And it seems that this development team is about to become the guarantee of the popular NFT game. This game has over 400 cards for players to collect and makes different heroes, towers, spells, and defense cards to take their place in a kingdom full of enemies. More than 1,000 levels are waiting for players to challenge through limited time events and weekly challenges and seasons to earn a lot of revenue. And even added to the mobile game's welfare model, watch a short ad to get free treasure chests. At present, the number of players is 211,000, and in just 2 months, it has surged into the 6th place in the ranking, which is a game with amazing potential and explosive power. Number 5. Mobox NFT Farmer. Mobox NFT Farmer, those who often watch our video must be familiar with this game. Mobox NFT Farmer is a mining game with a special algorithm. Players have to collect different characters to ask the computer to automatically calculate the way to maximize the benefit of mining, and can also form a mining team to battle against other players' team. The better the ability of the team will be able to win the victory for additional revenue. At present, the number of players is 212,000. Although the ranking also dropped by 1, the number of players increased by about 100,000. which is considered to maintain a good growth result. Number 4. Upland. A real estate game starts from tourists and slowly becomes millionaires through speculation in housing price and land price. At first, you can buy real estate from anyone and you have to keep your visa updated at all times. But as long as you slowly upgrade your in-game assets, you will be able to gradually unlock more features and do more to facilitate your own real estate speculation and more ways to make money with money. The current number of players is 298,000, a more than threefold increase compared to 99,000 2 months ago, and it has just jumped from 5th place to the 4th place. Number 3. Bomb Crypto. A placement type NFT game. Players just buy the hero character, and in the game to activate them, set to work, the character will automatically help players find treasure chests and place bombs to destroy the treasure chest for rewards. Strangely enough, Bomb Crypto has fallen a little bit recently, but the number of people joining the game is still a lot, more than last year's 120,000, coming to nearly 317,000. But according to the data, 46% of players have been lost in the past months, which means that the number of players before is much higher than 317,000. With such a large number of players, no wonder the production team of Bomb Crypto said they absolutely will not give up this game. Number 2. Alien World. Alien World is an NFT game that allows players to mine the land of different planets. The mine itself is tradable game tokens TRM, and players may dig up NFT game cards in addition to gaining digital tokens in the process of digging. The types of this game card include land, tools, weapons, avatars, minions, and artifacts on planets. The big money can buy the land NFT in Alien World and rent it to other players to mine the minerals and receive a certain commission. You can also build a variety of facilities on the land for other players to use and earn revenue. Right now, it has 523,000 of players, compared to 677,000 of players 2 months ago. They lost about 150,000 of players, and that's a small drop from the 1st place to the 2nd place. Number 1. Splinterland. After 2 months of competition, Splinterland has steadily become the 1st place with a surprisingly strong defensive momentum. This is probably what it means to stand still, and when everyone starts to regress, you are making progress. Splinterland is a card game with a very low entry fee of about $10 to play, but that's for if you plan to make money in the game. If you just want to play the game, you can play with the basic cards built into the system without even spending a penny. Players need to collect different cards to provide different strategies for their battle teams. Cards are divided into summoners and battle monsters. Summoners are the leading positions that bring gain to all monsters or bring negative effects to the enemy team, and do not go into battle but also need to consume mana value, while battle monsters are the battle characters on the field. Each game has a limit on the number of available monsters and their ability value, also known as mana. Each monster has a different quality and value, and the mana required to summon it to the field is also different. Each battle victory will reward players with deck tokens and points. The higher the point, the higher the ranking of the player will be, and the higher the ranking, the more deck you will get for each victory. Splinterland also has its own built-in banking system, which encourages players to keep their assets in the game, and interest will be dropped into players' account every day for them to collect. Players can exchange interest for more game tokens, hold tournaments, or turn it into cash on the trading market. And the more decks they have in the game, the more interest they can collect daily. Splinterland currently has 587,000 of players, compared to 589,000 like 2 months ago. They only lose about 2,000 players, which is why it is considered to be a very strong defensive game in this cold winter of the coin circle, and has finally allowed Splinterland to hold on to the 1st place throne. Now, I'd like to introduce one more NFT game that was on the list 2 months ago, but now no one knows where it has disappeared to, and it can be called the most miserable game. That is the Poor Crypto Mines. Crypto Mines, which had 97,000 of players 2 months ago, lost all its players due to poor management. Although the official website has recently released information about rebirth and rebuilding, whether it can raise again is still a matter of waiting for players to give it another chance, and whether the previous management practice have been properly improved. This issue of the video is introduced here because many games have been introduced before, so we do not want to repeat more. If you are not familiar with these games, you can go back to watch our previous installments of the video to understand more. For more information on NFT games and the metaverse, join GMGA's Discord and pay attention to all of GMGA's social platforms. Or you can just come and chat. The links are in the information section below. See you next time. Bye bye.